3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
That is on the 7-yard.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Check 27. Check.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Cowboys 3, Dolphins nothing.
Second down, it's Pollard. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
7 brings up 3rd and 1.
They give it off here to the tight end. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
At the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup.
Prescott.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. A give to Elliott. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for length. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 26. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards.
The 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They run the tackle that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of a yard.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10.
Mike 28. I'm here. Go. Get out there.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for them. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Caught by Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this throw will be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
2nd and 8 at the 4-yard line.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 44's the mic. 44's the mic.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Gain of 6.
One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. On the crossing route, complete. That's Grant. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua. And a completion to Wilson. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Wilson.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
At the Cowboys' 44-yard line.
Here's Tua. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
A gain of 31.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Darian Thompson. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd down and 4. Prescott, he's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 18-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. On 2nd down, Tua. And he will go down. A count a sack. There for the sack, Emerson Griffin. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it is incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late game situation, maybe even fourth and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Now Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they'd been down there. They'd been in enemy territory, as you said. They just hadn't been able to punch it in until that point. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And that one could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
Cowboys 16. Dolphins, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we were talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5.
Anthony Brown on the tackle. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up third down.
On play action, here's Tua. Able to locate Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Well, we said after the turnover on downs, that's almost guaranteed points the other way. But I guess they weren't listening to the broadcast because they did not cash in for any good job to step up defensively.
We get that a lot, don't we? Where we hear a lot of people say they just don't listen to the broadcast. They feel like it works out better for them. It certainly did for this defense, didn't it? They didn't listen. They responded and shut them down.
On the play. Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10.
44, 44, Mike, 44.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's good.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
He's across midfield.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 4 brings up 3rd and 4.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
Makes the score Cowboys 23. Dolphins nothing.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Of the 20s. For one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
That one goes for 24 yards.
24-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Miami.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. Wilson's got it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
1st down, Dolphins.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
48
Now Tua. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
To a hit, and the ball is out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. 30. Past the 20. And they will finally bring this one back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee here. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.